Hello everyone, my name is Xu. Welcome to my presentation for the course Educational Technology. My project topic is Psychological Effect on online education for adults. The purpose of this project is to explore the possibility of online education could change people's behavior pattern compared to traditional education, and how we can utilize the advantages and avoid the pitfalls of these changes. So the reason I want to explore this particular field are mainly consist by three parts. First of all, I am a student of OMS CS program, and this is my second semester. Up to now, I have taken 3 courses, and they are all time-consuming, and I feel I have changed my schedule a lot because I need to spend most of my spare time get along with my computer instead of a real human being. I don't regard this as necessarily a bad thing happen to my life, but I would really like to know its potential impact on me. The second thing is I was a student major in journalism and communication when I first entered college, so I have some exposure on the communication field. One of my favorite authors in the field, Neil Postman, in his famous books, The Disappearance of Childhood and Amusing Ourselves to Death, he warned people from addiction to amusement with the development of technology. Postman states that television show translates everything into the form of entertainment program, and this may lead people to lose their thinking abilities. Television show is dominant in the years that these 2 books were published, but we can compare it to today's social media and video games. The point is that whenever we change the communication tool, there are some potential impacts on us, and we need to be aware of this. Postman also is an opponent to using personal computer in school because he feels that school was a place to learn together as a group and that it should not be used for individualized learning. He also worried that the personal computer was going to take away from individuals socializing as citizens and human beings. And the third thing is, to me, knowing why is more interesting than knowing how. This course has presented us many interesting tools of educational technologies. Learning about psychological effects behind these technologies may help us to improve these tools. So let's start. First, I want to present the survey I designed for this project. The survey is intended to get more information on how special psychological phenomena brings by online education. Mainly, I want to compare the behavior pattern between students in online course and students in traditional course. So my survey has 4 sections. The first one is to understand the participant's personality. The second one is I want to get to understand their communication patterns during online course, like what is the frequency and what is the communication quality. The third part is I want to address some particular problems I went through when I was doing my research. One is that people may appear to be more aggressive than they would act in real life during online discussion. And another one is online bullying. I also have some other questions like, do you feel that online discussion can help you better express yourself than discussion in real class? And do you feel that online course takes over part of your life that you could have spent with family or friends? And also, do you feel that there is a higher tendency for you to be distracted from an online course than from a traditional course? So here is the analysis and results of my survey. For the results, I mainly look at the percentage of the answers, and I also did a transformation to the answers, like I transformed text answer to values that indicate the level of strength and severity of the answers, so that I can do some correlation analysis on the answers. So for the first two, we can see that over 50% of the participants think they have less interaction with others in an online course compared to traditional course. And for the second one, it's we can see there's only 6.8% of the participants have in-depth communication that is not because of the team project online. So for the aggressiveness, there are over 50% of the participants agree that people appear to be more aggressive in discussion online, and the other 33.3% are ambivalent to this question. And we also can see that 76.5% of the participants agree that online course take over time that they could have spent with other people in real life. And they are compared to traditional course, there are over 70% of the participants feel they have a higher tendency to be distracted from an online course. And also I found from the correlation analysis that there is a weak negative relationship between a person's outgoing level and the level of better express during an online course. So the correlation is minus 0.16. And this indicates that online course may help introverted people to express themselves more. So to better understand the phenomena we observed, we're going to introduce the online disinhibition effect. The online disinhibition effect is while online, some people self-disclose or act out more frequently or intensely than they would in person. There are two categories of this effect. One is benign disinhibition and another is toxic disinhibition. So the benign disinhibition describes the behavior that people tend to reveal more secret emotions, fears, wishes, and show unusual acts of kindness and generosity, sometimes going out of their way to help others. But on the other side, the toxic disinhibition describes behavior that people use rude language, harsh criticisms, anger, hatred, even threat online, or people visit the dark underworld of the internet, places of crime and violence which they would never explore in the real world. So there are 6 factors that interact with each other in creating this online disinhibition effect, which is proposed by Suler in 2006. The first one is you don't know me. People meet online in many situations, don't know each other in the real world, and therefore people don't have to take responsibilities for their acting out on the internet. Second one is you can't see me. Internet creates many environments that people cannot see each other. In some cases, people even don't know you are present on a website. So this makes people don't have to worry about their looks and body language. So it encourages people to go places and do things that they otherwise wouldn't. The third one, see you later. This is about people on the internet do not have to interact with each other in real time. So this delay of response provides time buffer to people to react to each other during the communication. The fourth one is it's all in my head. This is like when you met someone online, their characters are shaped by your personal expectations and needs, and this leads to feeling more comfortable talking to the other person. So the fifth one is it's just a game. Because consciously or unconsciously, people think the character they created online exists in a different space, separate and apart from the demands and responsibilities of the real world. So the last one is minimization of status and authority. This is talking about while offline authority figures express their status and power in dress, body language, and in the trappings of their environmental settings, the authority figures in the cyberspace don't have these cues. So these factors explicitly tell the differences between communicating online and offline, and also explain some of the phenomena we observed before. So based on these 6 factors, I made a suggestion list to course designers on online so they can solve some of the problems we observed before. The first one is encourage course joiners to make self-introduction online and to use their real name when doing online discussion. And the second one is encourage course joiners to form study groups to improve the connection and interaction among them. The third one is the course organizers can constantly hold office hours in real-time communication tools like Google Hangout to interact with the students. These office hours can include some important announcements so that everybody would notice and join. The fourth one is discussion forum can build an effective reporting system to reduce the online antisocial behaviors. So, and one thing is also necessary is that course joiners should be notified on what types of behavior they encounter online are classified as improper. And the fifth one is a good messaging system on a forum can reduce the asynchronicity. For example, when we use Piazza doesn't tell us when somebody answered your question, right? If we can improve this function, it will improve our communication experience. And the next is timely feedbacks from the instructors can make course joiners realize the outcome for real and reduce dissociative imagination. And the next is, if possible, the instructor can organize some real-time discussion or presentation among students, so to promote the communication between them. The last one is course designer can reduce the length of each video to only cover a single knowledge point and constantly put quizzes after this knowledge point to attract students' attention. Okay, so basically these are all the contents of my presentation. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoy this presentation. Thank you.